Hello, my name is Nelda Bazzi, and I will be discussing what a new teacher should know in regards to reading assessments. The first topic I'm going to talk about is reading assessment. A reading assessment is the process of gathering data in order to better understand the strengths and weaknesses of each individual student. Reading assessments can range from informal or a formal assessment. One example of a formal assessment would be an SAT or an FSA that a student would take, while an informal test would be a type of test where it could be a beginning of year test that you would give to your students to assess them. The next topic I'm going to talk about is a language assessment tool. This tool will help ELA learners survey their abilities and determine what levels they are in. One type of assessment that is used for these types of students is access testing. That is the one that we use in my school, and it is typically done in the middle of the school year, and there are different components to that type of test. We get results at the beginning of the new school year telling us the level of the child, and from there we can develop a plan of action for the child and how to better assess them. Next, we talk about diagnostic testing, and this is one of my favorite ones. This type of test is a standardized test, and it will also review the strengths and weaknesses in students. We typically use iReady in my school and STAR testing. iReady is assessed 3 times a year, and it gives us a breakdown of reading abilities and where our students are and the gains that they make from one assessment to the other. The other assessment that students take is called a STAR test. That one they take 4 times a year, and that one tells us their reading levels, and we determine if they have made gains throughout the year as well. What is remediation? Well, remediation is a tool that we use in order to reteach concepts to students that have not yet mastered a topic. So for example, if a student does not do well on fractions, you would take that topic again and reteach them, okay, until they have mastered the skill. Intervention is when students have been assessed and found them to be deficient in areas. Okay, we use a form of intervention could be WonderWorks, which is a program which is devised for these students who do not make certain gains throughout the school year. These students are pulled out for 30 minutes daily, and they're given direct reading instruction by an interventionist. Another form of intervention can be when an interventionist comes into the class and does push in and assist the teacher in small groups to help those students attain better reading skills and abilities. Progress monitoring is when we use RTI, which RTI is response to intervention. This is a service in which students are provided with a system of support. Students are closely monitored and tailored to get them the support that they need, okay? Progress monitoring is very important for those students who are struggling constantly, and those students are looked carefully and a plan is developed for them. Thank you so much for listening. Hope you enjoy.